Hi there everyone. So this is a weekly reading for the 12th of February 2018 to the 18th of February 2018. So I was just shuffling this deck here, and a card jumped out which said moving. And it was interesting because I just out of habit picked them up and started shuffling. But I left that one out because that is the deck that I'm going to use for the part of the week which is on the new moon and the eclipse. And of course an eclipse is about moving into another new exciting part of your life. So we'll leave that as one of the cards and see what else comes out. So please do share when I put this onto YouTube or when I post it on my page. How was last week for you? Because to be honest with you, mine was a sucker. And I've not watched back the weekly video. I keep meaning to, but I think I'll probably do it after this because from recording it and from watching it once back before I posted it, it was pretty bang on the button for me. And I'm sure, the midweek of this week was meant to be about past life healing and, healing emotions. Basically, feel it to heal it. And my God, just put it this way. That week was tough, and I'm an Aries warrior, I'm a Scorpio rising, I'm a strong person, but it was shit. But I'm here and I'm okay and I'm happy, and I've just been a lovely walk up Arthur Street and stuff, and you just got to keep going, haven't you? These things are sent to try us. So I really do feel from talking to people that I know and from talking to clients and just from sort of witnessing it online that that really was a tough week. For quite a lot of people. So let's hope that this one's a bit of a breezier one, because we need balance. We need light and dark, and I'm being drawn to the fact that this thing behind me has got the black and the white, and then look, I'm wearing black and my arms pretty much are white. I'm that pale, but it's we do need balance in life. But I think that after that tough week, we deserve a wee bit of joy coming our way. And I really do feel that eclipses, they can be tough, they're life-changing, but I always say at eclipses, trust whatever falls away, because whatever falls away, whoever falls away, it's for your highest good. So really, really pay attention to who it is that's coming into your life at this time. And I was going to say pay attention to who's sort of coming out of your life as well, but I mean you'll notice what I mean. It's just, but normally the connections that you make in this sort of hallway between the lunar and the solar eclipses, these meetings that you meet, it's often fated meetings. So you meet people that are really going to get you places in life, are going to be big parts of your life, are really going to help you in some sort of way on your journey, or you're going to help them on your journey. But often they're going to help you on your journey, But what I was about to say there is it doesn't really matter. I think you're both, any exchange, you're really both healing each other, is my personal opinion on it. But anyway, I'm going to stop blethering and I'm going to get into it. So as I film this on Sunday, and I'll post it on Sunday, we're actually we're in Aquarius season still, which is about being rebellious, being different, being unique, and we're in Capricorn moon. So that's why I'm laughing at the fact that we went up Arthur Seat there, because which is a hill, what would you call it? A very tall mountain, bloody. Oh, I'm gonna get it wrong. Arthur Seat. Google it. It's an old volcano or some shit like that. I'm not good at stuff like that. I'm not good at remembering the details. But it's basically, it's a bit of a climb, and I was getting out of breath far too soon, and really highlighting the fact that I need to get back to the gym. I need to be exercising a wee bit more. But the whole point of telling you that is that Capricorn, there's the card for Monday, Tuesday. It's about the mountain climbing the goat, and the mountain climbing the goat climbing the mountain and not stopping. I'm just going to stop telling that story because I feel like I'm don't know where I'm going with it, but one step at a time. So notice that this annoys me, because it's I started blethering there and I want to stop it, but this ties in with what I'm trying to say. Is it's you will get to the top of the mountain if you take it one step at a time. Do you mean? And for some people would be able to charge ahead and get there, quicker, and others it's quicker. Sorry, I'm laughing. I think I'm absolutely shattered from climbing that I think I need a nap. But you know, it's like one step at a time. And that's funny because I'm tying into this. It's like some people are going to be able to do things in one swift, like, let's go and do it all in one day. And some people need to take things a bit slower and one step at a time. And perhaps it's because you're at a part of your life where you're grieving the old self to move into the new part of you, is what I'm feeling here. But it's really funny. I've never noticed on this card in the background. It's kind of like a Stonehenge kind of thing, like kind of witchy in the background. It's got, like, you know, the sacred stones in the background with a fire. And to me, like, when I see fire, it's kind of like rebirth, like you're being, you know, broken down to, like, basically to nothing, and like to, you know, like, what's going on, and like, you know, like, what the fuck is happening here? But it's so that you surrender and that you let go, and you're like, throw your cards up in the air, like, you know, excuse the pun, you know, to just be like, right, whatever, let's go. I'm going to trust the universe. Because sometimes in life it's about go, 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 and follow the signs and take the action. And then that's masculine. And feminine's about sit back, wait, let it flow, see how it unfolds. And as this is a new moon week, that feels very important to mention that. Because as we approach Thursday on the new moon, right before that is the dark moon, is which they call it. And that's kind of, it's a funny kind of period where, like, basically you can't see the moon in the sky, right? That's what a new moon is symbolic of. It's like you can't see it, therefore you're a bit more apprehensive because you can't see what's coming. But like I always say at this time, you never really know what's coming. Not even really psychic people like me, you never 100% know what's happening. You can have a pretty good feeling or strong intuition on it, but there's always, you know, that there's always like windows of opportunity and timing and all this kind of stuff. So it's like you should always have that bit of humility and humbleness, whatever you want to call it, and just be open-minded that, you know, things can take a turn, not a turn for the worse, but like just unexpected like turns and stuff. So it's like, I just feel it's like, take this week one step at a time when you go into Monday, because that's what Capricorn's about. It's about goals, it's about discipline, it's about getting there, but it's about getting there with a plan and not being kind of willy-nilly and winging it like us Aries or fire signs like to do. It's like having a bit of a plan, breaking it down and doing it. And it's so funny because I've just been reminded that my very earthy, one of my best friends, was saying to me stuff about business and just like, you know, just try and break down your ideas into like a few things and run with it. And it's like that is spot on. That is what I need to do. And it says lots of little steps make big dreams come true. So I mean that does feel quite positive, and I'm being reminded of the fact that it's actually, as of yesterday, the 10th, Venus went into Pisces, so that's at 0 degrees. I haven't checked what it's at today, but I think it probably will still be at 0 degrees or just went into 1. And it's that's about, basically Pisces is like very much like this card. Like, it's probably why I was drawn to use these cards for Monday. It's like very magical, very mystical, very dreamy, but also like the downside is kind of, not the downside, but the other side of the coin is like a bit of escapism, like running away from problems. That can often be, you know, with substances and stuff, but it doesn't always need to be that. It could be in a good way, like going a run to escape your thoughts and worries. That would be in the positive side of it. But it's about, you know, dreaming like a kid and believing in magic and stuff. And so it's really funny because actually recently I went to read somebody's cards and I'd went on about, you know, I channeled it and it just comes out of me, and I was typing it. And I wrote all this stuff about being moon in Pisces and all of that. And I thought, what am I talking about? Like, it was moon in Sag. And for some people, they'd be like, Claire, I never know where the moon is. And if I do, it's probably because I've heard you saying it or somebody else saying it that loves stuff like this. But for me, that isn't normal for me. Like, I normally do always know where the moon is. Do you mean? So that was weird. I felt really out of sorts. But then that's very Pisces energy. Like, Pisces is confusion. It's ruled by Neptune. It's like, what's kind of happening here? And I feel like I'm in a parallel universe. It's very like mystical. Do you know what I mean? And kind of, but it can cause a little bit of like floatiness, and because if you're too like that, you're not grounded, and you need to sort of come back down. If it's like when I do stuff like this, I need to then go and sort of eat something or have a cup of tea to be like, right, come back down to the material world. Do you mean? Because I just start channeling and my energy gets really high and I talk really fast and stuff. So I feel there's a lot of that going on just now, because the point is that I was, me feeling like it was Pisces moon is because of the Venus literally just going in to Pisces. So that's what I was picking up on, because I just pick up on all of the planets and I kind of intuitively do it. And because I, you know, don't consider myself an astrologer as such, like I don't know like knowledge wise where it's going to be unless I look it up. but it's like I feel it. Like I just sort of feel it's the only way that I can put it. So it was only when I worked out after I went, oh right, so that's why I was feeling that. Because it's like often when I meet somebody, they might tell me their, you know, their sun sign, your star sign, whatever you would call it, but I'll be able to feel their moon sign and their rising. Like I'll be able to feel the other parts of them, and like kind of what a lot of people wouldn't be able to feel in them. Like, you mean, like somebody might be like, oh yeah, woo, like loving life and just kind of really in your face and loud and party, but then I might be able to feel that actually when they close the door at home, they're really quite shy, or they're kind of very sensitive. Do you mean? Whereas a lot of people wouldn't pick up on those sensitive kind of things. That's part of my gift. But yeah, it's about dreaming big, and this Pisces energy is certainly encouraging that. And because it's in, you know, well, oh yeah, as well on the week of love, because we've got Valentine's Day on the Wednesday. You know, that's going to make things a little bit smoother in love. Actually, it's because Pisces is very romantic. It's about unconditional love. It's about forgiveness. It's about kindness. So that it should sort of make things a smoother road in romantic relationships, whether you're already with your partner and things might have been a bit of a more challenging period, or or if not, it'll just make you even more loved up than normal. Or if you're not with someone, it means that like there's increased chances of actually meeting somebody new and being loved up quite fast, actually, is what I'm feeling. And this is going to be, well, I'll pull another card for Monday. I feel like I want to keep that card for just Monday. And this is going to be Tuesday's card. Oh my God. Honestly, I'm a bit lost for words. I should have said it. See, when I was going on about like what I was thinking, why the fuck am I telling you what I've done like today and stuff, like Arthur Sheet? But there's always a reason, and I thought, I bet you I'm going to pull the exercise card or something, and then look what showed up. So I should have said it, but I mean that's what you're shuffling, and I've just pulled it out. So Tuesday, it is about indeed getting back to the gym. So you know, if somebody would like to, you know, give me some accountability and ask me if I've done that, you're welcome, because I really do need to get back. But it says run, walk, swim, or otherwise move your body. This will give you more energy and happiness. And that's what me and the girls were saying today as we were walking. It's kind of like, yeah, you know, like when you get exercise, it gives you endorphins. Like I remember when I was going through a bit of a rough time, like, you know, that is why I actually joined the gym. Because you know, people say that and you're like, yeah, whatever. Well, 100%, I'm on board now. It did really bring back a bit of joy for me, like, you know, just, and not so much, I'm not gonna lie, not so much the, you know, physical things. Like it's like my pal was saying today, what do you do? Do you lift weights and that? I'm like, no, I just have a wee swim and then sit in the spa. Do you know what I mean? It's like sometimes I've done the weights, but I don't know, I was finding that a bit hard. But do you mean it's about relaxing as well? It's about getting those endorphins into your body, and especially if you're prone to feeling a bit down, or for me, it was like certain circumstances around me were making me feel like that. It's like do something to pick your energy up, and I really feel that's quite strong this week, and I think it is because of the intensity of the eclipse energy and really feeling that change with what's going on. And I'm going to pull another card for Tuesday. So Monday is one step at a time, right? And then that's funny because we're in Cap Moon, and Capricorn is about get to work, get busy, get practical. Sorry, I've got hiccups. Maybe I'm like soaking up somebody's energy here and getting rid of it. Because only if I start burping or I get the hiccups or something. But yeah, you know, making a plan one step at a time, very Capricorn energy, that one step at a time card. And then this is also very Capricorn because it's about get out and do something, like move your body. If you're feeling down, if you're feeling scared, like get get grounded. This is about move your body and get grounded, because that grounds you in the physical. Oh no, I'm trying to think, did I pick another card? No, I didn't pick another card yet, did I? Right. I'm going for a nap after this. Oh, love it. Very, very Pisces. So that's obviously why I was going into explaining the Pisces energy. Look, brothers and sisters, to get along with others, see the love and the best within them. And that's what I'm getting at. It's like, whether this is talking about your romantic relationship, which at some point or other, if you're in one, whether you like it or not, is going to be a focus of the week because it's so commercialized. But it's like, really, you should have that love for your partner all the time. But, you know, it will be getting shoved down your throat with all this kind of, you know, Valentine stuff. But It's like, I'm just laughing. That was probably not the best term to use, but let's just move on. It's like, you know, that Venus in Pisces is just, it's being loving and kind to one another, whether that be your romantic partner or those around you. Just be loving and kind, because remember, actually, when you're single, this is a pretty shit week for people. So it's about just, you know, remembering that for your single friends as well. As I say that, let's get on to Wednesday. So I'm not really too big on using these cards, because I really do think you need to make up your own mind with everything in life, but especially with love. I think it's a private thing. It's but I'm excusing that, and I'm falling into the trap and doing a Valentine's thing here. So don't say I am good to you. And if anybody would like me to do a little reading surrounding love, I'm open to that as well. We'll see how it goes. If it goes well, then I can offer that. It's not that I don't do it. I just don't want to be one of these psychics that's really hammering that home. That, oh, we'll tell you about your love life, because I think it's preying on vulnerable people. Actually, is not everyone, but I think a lot of people can do that, because who doesn't want to know about their love life half the time? Well, some people don't, but a lot of people do, is what I'm getting at. Right, so Wednesday, give us a card, Spirit. What do people need to know for Wednesday? Let's do something where this is the people in a relationship as the first card, right? And then the second card is for the single people. And it might work out that it makes sense to you for the other way around, but that just popped into my head. So, people in a relationship. Interesting. So, and it's funny, right, okay, so reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. But notice I did say that this is for like the people that are in a relationship. So I don't know, this is funny how it's coming across, but it's like I'm feeling like, you know, maybe you've not been in a very good place, and it's like you're finding yourself again, and then therefore it's improving how you are in your relationship with your partner. Or it's like you're finding a brand new part of yourself that you never even knew existed, and it's exciting for you, and then it's making your love life exciting. But there's some sort of reconciliation going on, like you're being reunited with a part of your soul that went walkies kind of thing. And that's quite funny, because that is actually with the shamanic healing that I do, that is absolutely what I do. Like when I do my shamanic healings, I pick up on the energy in your chakras, and like kind of like where you've probably given your power away in any sort of circumstance, whether it's in a romantic relationship, family members, friends, workplaces, you name it. You can give your power away all the time, and I can kind of pick up on that. And it's about bringing back, like, you know, I call back my power, stuff like that. So I feel like there's something like this going on. It's like, you know, I feel like your partner's going to be like, oh my God, I've got them back. Like they're back to what I love the most about them. Like they've got their spark back, they've got their light back, something like that. Well, that's quite cute, isn't it? Right, so let's pull another card. We'll do two cards. So this is another one for people in couples. But like I say, it might be the case where that's actually going to make sense to a lot of single people in the way round. But we'll just see. I'm just trusting. I think they've done it the wrong way around, because these aren't making sense. Right, okay. So now it's saying this could be the one. So you've already met the romantic partner you seek. So, no, I really like that actually, because think about it, right? It is like your partner kind of hasn't been themselves, but they are the right one, because it's like you've already met the person, you've already met them because you're with them, and it's like it is the right person, but it's just they kind of went through a bit of a rough time, and like to support them through it. But I'm being strongly encouraged to just sort of remind you to use your own discernment with this one, because this is why I don't like reading about love. It's like for some people, this is going to be the case. For other people, it's that someone's returned from your past because it was like they've realised, right, okay, actually, what I'm in right now isn't right for me. And actually, that one before is, like, do you mean like a relationship that I've been in before? Was right for me. So it's like there's two things. So it's you've got to work out what one it is. Is it that your partner's finding that themselves again, and it's enhancing your love life, and it's making you really just confirm to you, yeah, this is who I want to be with. It's just we've been through a bit of a challenging time. Or is it that like things are coming back, you know, full sort of things that you've had with people before are happening, and it's like you already kind of know because it's like, you know, you've already met the romantic partner. So it's like it's a friend. It's like it's, you know, I'm feeling like it's already like a friend, like it's someone in your life. And it's like this could be the one. So just kind of be open-minded to like friends in your life or people that you already know. Something like that. Very interesting, actually. Yeah. So and then just because this popped out, I'm saying it. So this is for the people in relationships, right? So think about it. Finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So I think this is just an added sort of thing, so that for people, you know, remember this is the one that's people in. This is my intention anyway, whether it's making sense to you or not. This is people in relationships. I feel like money is affecting your relationship right now. So I'm strongly feeling like, you know, where possible, try not to lose sight of the fact that you love each other. You're in this relationship for a reason, if those words resonate for you, and don't let money become a huge issue between you. Try and find a way to find that unconditional love for one another to work through it. So no idea what I'm going on about, so please do let me know if that makes sense to you. I don't want to start it over again because I felt like the cards for Monday, Tuesday were very accurate, and I like when you see me shuffle. Right, so that Pisces energy is making me all over the place. Right, this is the singletons. So all my single ladies and men. Let's pull a card for you for Wednesday. This one. You are not gonna frickin' but look! Woohoo! New love! So, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. You've been on Tinder. So look, yeah. See? And the angels are coming in either side. It's like, so, I mean, how perfect is that I've meant this for the single people, but I do think that these energies could be mixed up for some circumstances. But it's like new love is coming into your life. And it's like, if you're open to it, and it is, but there's something, it's not really so much as Valentine's Day. I'm more going with the fact that it's, you know, Venus and Pisces, because Pisces, as I say, like so loving and kind and forgiving and very kind of sensitive and lovey-dovey anyway, being in the love sign, that's really what kind of makes this love energy in the air. Because Aquarius season, particularly, I always kind of think that, like, it's a funny time to have Valentine's Day, and that's maybe why some people report that kind of feels a bit like forced romantically. Do you mean? Because it's not the most romantic of seasons, I would say. But the Venus and Pisces does make it that. But yeah, either way, this new love, I'm feeling, being wanting to say as well, this new love has to be yourself too, especially when you're single, because I've been talking a lot about this weekend. It's like, you have to have that love for you. You have to fall in love with yourself first. Like, a partner, I said this before last week actually, and it's funny because I hadn't even made the connection that we were coming into Valentine's this week, believe it or not. But it's like, you have to make the cake first. The cherry is just a cherry on top of the cake. Like, you, and I mean that you have to be happy and be in love with yourself first. In an ideal world, if you're still single, I mean, if you're with someone you're in love, that's great. But if you're still single, keep working on finding that love for yourself and treating yourself like that and buying yourself flowers just for the hell of it. I saw somebody online the other day, I was just telling my friend there, that she's actually ordered flowers for herself. And like, you know, like, but I mean like really fancy ones. And we were laughing saying, God, you know, I'd be feeling good to myself, treating myself with a bunch for the garage. But it's like, why the hell not? Like, to me, that really is actually emphasising how much that woman must love herself, to treat her, to know that she is worthy of that, and treating ourselves to not just any old shite. It's like, it's kind of like, you go girl, do you know what I mean? But there really is that feeling of, if you are wanting to invite new love into your life, or the same thing, if this has got mixed up for you and you're more resonating with a new love with the same person, reignited, then start valuing and treating yourself a little better, and watch how your partner starts to mirror that. We're always mirrors to each other in every relationship, but certainly a romantic one. Right, what else for the single Pringles? Let your friends help you. Isn't that funny? Ask for and accept support from others. And I kid you not, it's so bizarre, the conversation I've just been having today before this came on. It's about, you know what? See, if you're feeling a bit crap, that you're single and Valentine's and you're letting that get to you, then, you know, reach out to people. There'll be other people that are feeling like that, or that are not feeling like that, and just kind of like, it's just another day. Do you know what I mean? And if people love each other, they should really let each other know that all the time. It's like, you know, but reach out to people and get that support if you're feeling a bit down, is basically what I'm trying to say. And because I pulled 3 for the other one, I want to pull one more. This is going to be a bit longer, but never mind. I'll pull one more card. What do the single people need to know? Bear in mind, some of this is going to speak to some people and others it isn't. But I always just feel like the right people will watch it. Honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So that's quite funny. Again, it does feel like it's kind of got mixed up, doesn't it? Because this is for the single people. So it's like, how would I take that? So yeah, it'd be like, take yourself on a honeymoon. Do you mean like take yourself on a break? A honeymoon is like it's like what the best thing Spirit could use for a break. It's like, take yourself on a trip. Like, you know, go and treat yourself, whether it's treating yourself to flowers or treating yourself to your favourite tea, or, you know, getting your friends and going and seeing the 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, like, one of my friends had asked me, but I haven't seen the second one, so it doesn't make sense for me to go and see the third one. But you mean it's like just getting your girlfriends together and having a good time, or if you're a guy, getting your guys together and going out and, I don't know, go and do what guys do. It's like, or just sit and chill. It's that kind of, you know, enjoy time, just you, and you will attract the right person, is what I'm trying to say. And if this is making sense for you, if you're in a relationship, hopefully you've been treated to a nice wee weekend away, or you're going for, you know, you're just going out for tea or something. And it's because I always, you know, there's a lot of people go, oh, you know, you got it, like what I just said there, actually, you know, like you should act like you know, should not act like, you should respect and love each other all the time, and you shouldn't just feel the pressure to do something around Valentine's. And I think that's true on one hand, but there's also the fact of, but I think, you know, don't go so much other way that you're like, oh, I'm not doing anything for that because it's, you know, like, because I'm not doing it because everyone says I have to do it. I think sometimes when you go too much that way, it's a little bit miserable too. It's like, you know, I think a little bit of balance needs to be brought in there. And I think, you know, this is kind of the time when we've just come out of January, you know, a lot of people can, you know, kind of feel that really quite difficult for whatever reason, for whether it's finances, that like actually that's what's coming out there. Or if it's not finances, that you've been waiting a long time on payday or something, it can just be that it's a bit of a tough time. Like people find Christmas in January quite difficult. So it's about maybe you do just need to get away for a break. And actually, as I'm saying that, I'm thinking of people close to me that have just went away just to get a break. You know what I mean? And it's everybody needs that. And I do feel that, you know, when you're in a relationship, especially having that time away, just you two to talk with nobody around you, you know, don't what's the word? Don't underestimate how much that can improve your relationship and really help you to appreciate each other more and what you've got. Or again, if you're alone, appreciate the time just you. Appreciate that time, because one, it's sooner or later it won't be just you, and you'll have to compromise with somebody else. And it's like, so just, you know, honour where you're at is what I want to say. Blooming heck, that was a lot, but I suppose we're not going to face big things like that all the time. What's the next one? Will I be doing a special for Paddy's Day? I'm a missed one. Can't even think what's... Mother's Day's a while away, isn't it? Easter, actually. Right, interesting. So, this is Thursday. So this is, we've already got moving, like I said at the start. So things are moving because we're literally moving. It's eclipse and things are changing. So again, very interesting. I'm going to watch this back. It was a bit waffly, but I mean, it does always mean something. Is that, like, I think this is all quite complicated and a lot of, God, it just seems like a lot of heavy stuff that people are thinking about. It's relationships heightening to a new level, or relationships actually breaking away so that you can find somebody better for you. And I don't mean better than that person. I mean like somebody that you're more compatible with, is what I'm trying to say. So it all feels like quite heavy stuff, really. But it's because eclipses are like you say, eclipses. It might feel, you might feel crap if you get dumped or something, but then you wouldn't feel so crap if you knew that 2 weeks later you're going to meet the love of your life and then tell the story about, oh my God, I thought this was the one, but then 2 weeks later the universe sent me like somebody that was totally meant for me. Do you mean all of that? Those kind of stories. Like this is the kind of things that happen around this time. So it's like you're moving into a new chapter of your life, and it'll be interesting to see what cards I pull when I pull the cards for you know, the 11, having the 1,111 followers, all the ones on the 11th, by the way, because I'm recording this on the 11th, so you know, notice how strange that is. And anyone that's followed me a while, that does seem to happen. The numbers of my page coincide with like dates and stuff like that, because I reached 1K followers on New Year's Day. Again, all the ones. So, and ones are about manifestation, but as you're moving into new chapters of your life, and the other two cards that fell out are, how interesting, body changes. So remember at the start of the week, we had one step at a time and exercise. And also it seems quite important that, you know, brothers and sisters, like being kind to people, because it's about body changes actually is a few things, right? It's about looking after your body, like sleeping, eating better. Oh, this is hilarious. We were just laughing about, me and my friends were laughing about the fact that I said in one of my lives about, you know, have a bath. But I meant have a salt bath to cleanse your energy. And we were just laughing, thinking that would just be like I'm telling somebody to have a bath because they need a wash. And so I said that earlier. I said, I bet you when I do the cards, I'm going to pull one out. So there you go. But it's about, you know, it's about that too, actually, like cleansing your energy. And what I mean by that is, but actually, do you know what I'm saying? That you don't always, if you've got salt, yeah, sea salt, I mean, like, or bath salts, put them in your bath because they cleanse your aura and they cleanse your energy. And Epsom salts gives you magnesium, it gives you more energy. But also just the hot water alone in shamanism, like that is known to cleanse your aura too. Like hot water kind of cleanses you of the negative energy and stuff that's attached to you. So that is enough too. Like a hot shower, if you have anything with enough intention behind it, can cleanse your energy of heavier sort of energies that you don't want around you that aren't helping you. But I do feel that body changes about the awakening that we're going through. And because this is an 11th day, this is a very high vibrational, like master number today. So, you know, that's why I'm saying the significance of my page being at what is essentially 1111, which is a huge awakening code. So sorry if I lost you on all of that one, but that one just came out there. Right. And the next thing for Thursday, so wait a minute, Monday, Tuesday, this biggie's Wednesday, this is Thursday's cards. I'm just trying to think where will the moon be? So yeah, we're into moon in Aquarius, so double Aquarius energy, right? So rebellious, going for it, being unique, being different. So I was just trying to tune into why self-employment's come up, but self-employment's come up, and that kind of makes sense to me because I was waffling on today. Again, it never means nothing. When I was talking with my friends, I was like, you know, it's about like, what are you passionate about? What would you love to do? Like, what would be your dream job? Like that you would do it for free, but except even better, you can actually do it as your job and get paid for it because you need, you know, to earn money some way. Why not do it doing what you love? I feel like these kind of feelings are coming up for people around Thursday. And again, it makes sense with, you know, the moving card. It's like you're ready to move out of a job that kind of doesn't really fulfill you into something that you love. And it might not necessarily be because that's going to make you loads and loads of money. It might just be because you know that you're going to be happier in self-employment. So I feel like a lot of stuff like that's coming around Thursday. Friday, wait a minute, Thursday, yeah, and I'll work it out. I'll just pick up the decks as I go. So that's Thursday. I'm going to pull, this is a longer video. I don't know why it's, oh, that's so funny. I just looked at my birthday numbers on the microwave. That means something, guys, when you do that, coming into alignment. Right, so this is Friday. So now this is on the other side of the eclipse. So the big changes, like this feels like a lot of big changes going on. Friday, what do we have for Friday? In the near future. So there's something like that there's something that you're wanting to happen and you're wondering about it, and it's like it's coming, it's going to happen. It's be patient. It's going to happen in the near future. And it's like I'm seeing a cake in the oven and things are, you know, it's rising. Like if you take that out the oven before it's ready, it's not going to be quite how you want it. So it's like, you know, just have this to do with divine timing, isn't it? Like have patience. Give me another card for Friday. Forgiveness. Wow. So again, I really do feel like perhaps that is because you've still got a bit of forgiveness to do with other people, or you've got a bit of forgiveness for around yourself, perhaps. But I feel there's a huge, huge, strong energy of forgiveness, and that is the, like say, Venus and Pisces forgiveness energy, or perhaps it's you. Yeah, perhaps it is. I'm feeling like you need to forgive other people as well. But I think when there's always about forgiving other people, it's about forgiving yourself too. It's just a huge forgiving energy is around. So just be aware of that on the Friday. And also, where else actually? You've got Chiron, the wounded healer, is also in Pisces. So again, a strong, strong forgiveness energy. And just a lot of pain there too. And it's about kind of letting go of pain, because that is really what you'd be encouraged to do around the middle of the week here. So interesting that it does sort of fall around Valentine's Day, so that you can basically let go of the old so that the new can come in. And I'm going to have to remind myself and watch it back, but that's kind of what it's saying here, isn't it? It's like, you know, whether that's letting go of the I'm trying to say, like the more difficult times in your current relationship. Sorry, I need to keep going. Relationship. So that better times can come through with the same person, or it's like letting go of something that isn't working and accepting that, so that better times with other people can come in for everyone involved, for the highest good of all. So anyway, sorry. Right, so that's Friday. Let's now do Saturday, because I've got the giggles. Well, that is too funny. Right, I'm going to put these cards over here. That was those cards. Yeah, I think I was going to do Saturday, Sunday. Oh no, I've already used these cards. Okay, I feel like I need one of these and one of these. Sorry. Right. Sorry, not sorry. I'm all flirty and Piscean today with the Venus and Pisces. It's making me zone off and be dreamy. Saturday's card is, oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh dear, jokes. Saturday's card is talk about your feelings. And do you know what's really funny about this? That's funny that I just keep going on about Pisces, because I'm pretty sure that if this is if this is Aquarius moon, the weekend actually is Pisces moon. I can't even work out right now. No, it is, it would be. So, you know, that's why. Like, the moon would be the most sensitive, lovey sign, with the love planet in the lovey Pisces sign. So it is the perfect time to think about forgiveness and love and having those hearts to hearts. Tell a friend how you feel. And it's just so funny the way that Spirit organises things going on in my life, because it's like, that's what I've just been talking about with my friends, is like doing, like, with other people talking about theirs. And it's kind of like, you know, just and like clients and stuff, it's just about, you know, just find out where you stand kind of thing. So that's interesting that all these conversations are kind of taking place around me, and then that's what comes up there. It's just synchronicities off the charts. Right, so Saturday. Another card for Saturday, because that's, I'm just at the last minute drawn to pull that from that deck. Another card for, oh lovely, I felt like a really cheesy one was going to come out of this deck. You are special. So on Saturday, it's like, you know, it's just honouring the fact that, again, we're still in Aquarius season, and it's like, you're special. There is only one you. You're unique. Like, honour and value yourself. You've got a lot to give other people, and it's that you need to see that in yourself. It doesn't matter how many other people could see that around you. If you don't see that in yourself, you're going to keep struggling to find that around you and have other people validate you. Whereas it's like, you really need to validate yourself and appreciate about yourself, and then notice how your world changes around you as a result. It's rather lovely too, isn't it? Right, so finally, Sunday's card. And I'm just going to pull one of these. Let's see what comes up. Be funny if it's another card about surrender. That's what I pulled all of this week, because that is all that there was to do. I hope other people had a good week, but most people that I came into contact with last week, it was a toughie. It was astrologically quite a tough one. Right, so. like say the Scorpio moons always feel it to heal it and facing your shadow and dealing with other people's shadow. So, but that's a great teacher too. So we have to experience these things to have a balance. Sunday's card is right. You saw me shuffling, right? So I'm honestly not making this look. What did I just say? I surrender. That's mad. I surrender to a power greater than me. That really should have been the card that came up last week. I mean, maybe I did pull it last week and I can't even remember. I'm going to need to go and watch it now. But again, it just feels like a little bit of the same thing going on. It's because, being serious now, this is an eclipse week. If things do fall away or relationships change, whether that be romantic or friendships, things like that, just know that nothing is ever permanent, and that goes for good and bad, however you want to see it in your life. And it's that things do eventually make sense. Like, and it's like I put up earlier on in the week, when things are falling apart, sometimes they're actually falling apart so other things can fall together, something like that. And that's a feeling that I'm kind of getting for this week. So it's about surrendering, because you don't know what's happening behind the scenes that's going actually in your favour and not going against you. So when you surrender, it's like saying to the universe, okay, I trust you, what you got for me. And then that must be why I saw that meme earlier that's like a little boy looking smug, and it's got, you know, what you saying now? I told you to trust me. And it's like basically the universe like being smug, that's like, told you I was going to give you what you wanted. So, and that's kind of makes sense, because new moons as well are always about that. Like you don't have all the information, so you can panic, and anxiety can actually come up too. But I always say, try and flip that into excitement, because how do you know that that basically there's not something coming that's going to be really exciting that you can't see it? It's not always a bad thing. So that's what I feel like I need to say. And on that note, I'm going to get going, because I've been talking for way too long on this, but obviously needed to be less long. And I'm going to dump that there. So have a lovely Valentine's week. Have a lovely solar eclipse in new moon in Aquarius. And the main message of that new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius is just own it. Be yourself. Be unique. You are special, and your speciality is that nobody can be you. So just really rock that, because nobody else can do it like you can. And don't let anybody else tell you otherwise, or and don't allow yourself to feel that way, because you've got the power to let whatever in and not let whatever in. So just protect yourself in that way, and that felt like that needed to come out. So anyway, have a great week. If you want to book a personal reading with me, whether it be around love, I can use these cards or any of my cards I'm drawn to. If you want to have a new moon reading, this is a brilliant time to get a reading around a new moon or a full moon. Any time, but I mean, you know, that's just my personal preference. If I was getting a reading, I would want to get them around a new moon or a full moon. So just, it's always good to keep that in mind. I like to mention to people. And what did I say again? To celebrate my page being at that number, I'm taking £11.11 to be cute off of any of my services that you want, and excluding a couple of them, but I can let you know when you get in touch. And yes, I think that's all I've got to say just now. And my website is actually pretty much done, so it won't be funny if it's ready to go on the actual new moon, which I kind of suspect that it probably might be. So anyway, I'll let you know about that, and have a brilliant week. See you later.